Yes, YouTube, I'm alive. Big up everyone. Hope you're all well, people. Big up the grafters, you know how we do. Bank holiday Monday, done and dusted. Well, let's start off the live by saying whatever's happened in Liverpool is absolute madness. And this country is on its back. It is well and truly on its back, this country. You can't even go out anymore and have a bit of fun. You can't even walk around London with a watch on without getting robbed. Cars ploughed into loads of people down in Liverpool, celebrating the parade. So yeah, this is what this country's come to, people. As I say, you can't even go out and celebrate anymore. It is, mate. Bad do what's happened. Bad do. Mad to think, you can't, as I say, people are out there. Bank holiday Monday. Liverpool just won't league, no matter who you support. It's probably, I don't even want to say what I think it is. But it's to do with some sort of religion or something like that. It always is. Really? 53-year-old white man, probably an Everton fan. Not even funny though, is it? Because it's like mad, really, to think. There's a few people been injured. I was just reading it, and I always said it because someone just told me about it like 5 minutes ago. But yeah, this country is not looking good, people. But what we're actually here for is Brett May and Big Andy Smith have done a jail tales today, talking about Brett's time in HMP Hull, I think it is. So we're going to be checking that one out in a minute, people. Yeah, just broke on the news, yeah. They should have let the fans get hold of him, fuck the police detaining him. Let the fans beat him. I don't know why you'd do something like that, though. 53-year-old, what a fucking idiot. Hopefully everyone who's involved is all right, because there'll be kids and everything at that parade today. Yeah, you just don't. That's it, mate. You don't know, do you? You don't know. This country's mad. Right, let's get into this Brett May jail tales with Andy Smith.
Scott Chegg's a good fella.
As if he's mentioned Big Scotch Egg straight away. That's class. Mentioned Scotch Egg in the first 9 seconds of the video. Now I'm pretty sure Scotch Egg said he had Brett May running around collecting tea bags for him at one point.
I know he was very good mates with Craig, Hedgehog man, and when I landed in old jail, I went to the under night centre from D Wing. It was on C Wing. It was on there with a couple of my pals from Hull, Annex Green.
Yeah, Big Scotch Egg is He's actually locked up in prison. Now, he's actually all right, Scott Jagg. I know he got caught up in something that probably wasn't really his kettle of thingy, but yeah, Scott Jagg actually was in prison with Brett May.
Green and a couple of other fellas. And I says, yo, keep an eye out there for him. I say, he's a good kid. I think he just got 5-6 years for drug-related offences. Like,
now, can we actually believe that, people? Would Brett May really tell the boys, yo, look after Scott Jagg, keep an eye on him, he's a good kid, this, that, and the other, when he's literally just said 2 seconds ago, yeah, he's good friends with Ed Jogman. Yes, French dog, hope you're good, brother. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Scott Jagg can handle himself and don't need big Brett May to be telling the boys on the wing to look after him.
And yeah, no, Scott was a good fella. I said, look, I'd look after him. It was his first time in.
He is. You got to admit though, he is a big lad, Brett. He is a big lad.
And when I was going on the yard training from D-Wing to C-Wing yard, he'd be looking out the window on C-Wing while we're training everyone on C-Wing yard. Now, if anyone's been on them yards, trust me, they're the most rough as they come places. You know what I mean? You got pigeons in your cell every 2 minutes. You know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do in there to keep occupied. But nah, Scott Jagg, as far as it comes, a good guy. I ain't got a bad thing to say about him, really. Levi, what you saying, Levi? A good mate. Hold it down. That's Scott Jagg's real name, Levi. Love.
Yes, that's funny, that, people. So you have big Brett May there giving a shout out to Scott Jagg and basically saying, listen, I had Scott Jagg held down at wing and I was looking after Scott Jagg. So yeah, Jail Tales with Andy Smith and Brett May was actually about Scott Jagg. Big up Scott Jagg. I've heard Scott Jagg goes over 100k. Is that what you've heard, Scott? William, I think it's an old video of Brett May. Andy Smith put it on an hour ago, Scott. Yes, Big Baz, hope you're good, my mate. Big up, Big Baz. Hope you're well. Shout out, Big Baz. All right. Brett May's direct message to Luke Dyson.
Yeah, the Luke Dyson one. So basically, Dyson also has been staying in contact with me.
I actually made a video on this Luke Dyson versus Brett May situation today because I was actually saying I don't see why Brett May isn't actually pushing for this like Luke Dyson fight, but obviously he is. It's obviously saying he'll fight Luke Dyson. But Luke Dyson's a big name. Brett's talking like he wants to fight. A lot of people on this corner of YouTube are saying, "Oh, Brett, you know, you need to fight, you need to do this, you need to do that." And Luke Dyson would be a good fight to take because, like I've said, I don't think the Paul Bellis fight is going to happen. Danny Christie's fighting for a BKFC title, so why not fight Luke Dyson, the most active fighter in the UK?
I think he's fighting like once and twice a week at times. So fair play to him. We're booked in because he's doing a lot of filming at the minute up in Scotland. So he's flexible for his dates. He brings the numbers. I've got nothing bad to say about Luke at all. We've both kept it humble. We've both kept it 100% respectful. And yeah, like I said, he brings the numbers. And on this YouTube game, on this fight game, that
is a fight I'd see. I think if Brett turns up for that fight, I think it'd be a good fight. I think Dyson could win that fight just with how active he is. Now, Brett could get tired trying to knock him out early in that fight. Obviously, Brett could knock Luke Dyson out. There's no two ways about it, but it'd be a good fight. Definitely be a good fight to watch.
That's what it's about. You know what I mean? There's no point going around and picking any divvy off the street. You need to fight good people, or if they're high-profile people. It's as simple as that. And Luke Dyson brings the numbers. He's high-profile, and I enjoy our fight. I can't wait for it.
Well, fair play there, because I didn't actually expect Brett to be pushing for that fight. So let's see if it happens, people, because we all know a lot of fights get talked about, but no fights actually seem to happen. But if that fight does happen, as I say, I will definitely be watching that fight because I'm a big fan of Luke Dyson. I think he's a good fight. It's not even that I think he's a great fighter because he'd admit he's not the greatest fighter, but his game turns up and he's humble. That's what I like about him. But yeah, Luke Dyson versus Brett Mayer, that'd be a good fight. Brett hasn't won one fight by KO. Yeah, to be fair, he actually hasn't, French dog. Has he not? Has he not? Has he not thingy? Has he not TKO'd? I'm sure he's TK. I'm sure I've seen a video of him TKOing someone. But yeah, not an actual knockout. Yeah, I think Luke Dyson would be a tough fight for Brett, even though Brett's a big fella, but Luke Dyson's not small himself. Yeah, he's definitely had a win by knockout, Brett. I'm sure he has. But yeah, Brett Mayer versus Luke Dyson, it is a good fight. And imagine that in hay bales like what Luke Dyson was talking about. Both big lads, there's nowhere to move in hay bales, have they? That'd be a tough fight for them both in hay bales. Nowhere to move. Just slugging it out. Why did Dyson fight? I don't think we'll see Decker fight again, to be honest with you, Scott. Decker's done, mate. Let's have a look at Luke Dyson knocking. Not that. I did not that Smoked him, Luke. Knocked him back. Oh! Knockout, mate. My man's still talking about a rematch at whatever his name is. He's still talking about a rematch, that fella. Luke Dyson put him to kip. Yeah, Luke Dyson, an active fighter, a good fighter. As I say, he's done well for himself because he's got a lot of people talking about him. So fair play to Luke Dyson. But yeah, who do you have in that one, people? Luke Dyson, Brett Mayer, who wins that fight? Who wins that fight? I think it'd be a good fight. Bare knuckle would be brutal. Yeah, bare knuckle fight between them two would be savage. Yeah, someone just messaged me saying that apparently a couple of people have died in this hit and whatever you want to call it, this hit and run or this thing what's happened in Liverpool, which is madness. Absolute madness, people. Wow. I've just been sent a video of it. It's actually mad that. I don't know if I can actually show it on here. Let's see if I can. You can't even see. Just running them over. That is madness, that. Wow. Honest to God, people, that is heavy. Like, that is bad. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but someone was just saying in the chat before that they think it's. Let me turn this shit off 1 minute. From Mary Kay, an entire year's worth of beauty products for their fashion shows and professional makeup artist services for their 1 minute, people. Show. A complete sewing and crafting studio with our sewing embroidery. And the winning designer and model will receive a fashion spread in Mary Kay magazine. So, what shall we begin with now? Yeah, someone's fucking fucked it there, because you can't be doing stuff like that. I have a different one too. Big Baz, it's a white guy who was driving. Yeah, that's what they're saying, isn't it, Scott? That is bad. Oh my God! What the fuck? Oh no! That guy who hit then, Jesus. Oh my God! Oh my God! What the fuck? Fucking kill him! Kill him! Kill him! Fucking kill him! Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! Honestly, people, that is next level. That is madness. Imagine having your kids or something there. You'd be fuming. That's nothing compared to what I say, man. I say, when he comes right down the. Oh, was you there? Was you there? Jesus Christ. That's it, mate. Disclosure TV. That's what I was just saying at the start. This is what the world's come to, mate. Like the UK, as I was saying at the start, you can't even walk around in London with a watch on without someone trying to mug you. You know, you can't even go to a parade in Liverpool. You know, you kids at that concert a couple of years ago, boom, terror attack. You know, it's fucking the whole country's riddled with just evil. Oh, mate, my pals there filmed the whole thing. Jeez, yeah, it's disgusting, isn't it, mate? Yeah, that's it. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. That's the sad thing about it. You know, especially when you've got kids like myself growing up in this country. It's fucked. Someone's saying here, one of my mates says, a lad from Chorley, just around the corner from me, died. That's the one, French dog. It's our kids, mate. It's bad. It's worrying. Actually, madness. I know a few people that have gone. A few of my mates who are Liverpool fans and stuff like that. Got 4 boys, mate, all trained in basic martial arts. The time will come where, yes, Big Baz, big up, mate. That's it. I've got my son. My son does, he does all boxing. You've got to, like you said, it's only getting worse as well. So you got to, especially nowadays, your kids need to know how to defend themselves. It's not like when we were kids. Even when we were kids, It was good to know how to defend yourself, but nowadays you need to know how to defend yourself. No deaths reported, jail news. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's 100% true. One of my mates is just saying he thinks a lad from Chorley has died. As we said, all people, the world, well, not the world, but I say Britain has gone to shite. It's a sad time. The fact that people are out just celebrating with their families and having a good time on a bank holiday Monday, and you've got some absolute tit just ploughing through people and kids there and all sorts of stuff. You know, they deserve to. They need to bring back the death penalty for people like that, in my opinion. Same with this guy it's like that guy, that lad who did the Southport attack. You know, they've got him in jail now, protecting him like mad. What does he do? Hot water a screw. Why not just put him? Why not just get rid of him instead of wasting taxpayers' money? I don't see the fucking the bothering it. No one's gonna miss him. Who gives a shit? You know, if you commit a crime like that, you pay the fucking price. But this country's too soft. Well, too soft. Alright, mate. Many medical cases about police saved him from a kicking. That's what I mean. They should have just left it abroad, mate. The police should have give you a kicking. Over here, they let you. They're not arsed. They fucking. Oh, it gets on my nerves. It does. Winds me up. We import 50,000 Muslim workers every years. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. There's a hotel near me just full to brim. They've got swimming back. They've got a swimming pool in it. They've got fucking breakfast, dinner, and tea every single day for free. Joke it is. And you've got people who fought for this country on streets. Where's the justice in that? But again, you got to watch what you say on here because they just fucking ban you. Don't like you talking about it. But what's happened in Liverpool there is just like, again, you know what I mean? So it was only not long ago, the Southport thing. Then the one in Manchester with that Ariana Grande. Like, what's it going to take for him to say, you know what, fuck this, let's get rid? And anyone who is in this country committing crime like that, boom, death penalty. Watch everyone stop doing it. It's easy to come to this country and do shit like that because it's like, they put you in prison, they look after you anyway. End up in jail, mate. Not banned. Oh, mate, yeah, he's definitely going to jail. No two ways about it. Should just kill him, though, in my opinion. Yeah, it doesn't. That's it. What do you do? It's one of them. It's hard to. Everyone's, you know, but people nowadays, you know, you've got guys saying that they're women. You've got people like this Sam Smith saying that they're a thing. Well, whatever he fucking says. She, he, blah, blah, blah. It's a load of shite. You've got them teaching kids in school about, change your genders and all this bullshit. Like, the country's fucked. There is an uprising coming and plod will not stop it. I think you're right there, my mate. That's it. Police are too weak anyway. In my opinion, when it comes down to it, they don't. When it comes to us, like if we go out and we protest, you know, they shut it down straight away. But then when they protest and they're thinking they're running around with machetes and that. It's in a video one where I can't remember where it were, Bradford or Blackburn or somewhere like that. They were protesting, a lot of them, and they fucking had machetes bigger than me. Mad, isn't it, though? See what's going on at news. Having it all up, like the police. It's lucky that there were that many police around them, because let's be honest, the fucking people would have got to him. He'd be brown bread now. He'd be brown bread because the people would have dragged him out of that car, and made an example of him. But again, police protecting him. That's what I mean. You've got people like Tommy Robinson, who's still in fucking still that block, been in the block for months and months and months, never killed anyone, never even hurt anyone, just spoke out online. Yet you've got these sort of people doing stuff like this, and that Southport attacker, and they're getting looked after in there. Fucking hell. Yeah. That's it. That's it, Woody. Bang on. Police are lucky it's a white driver. Oh, mate, I'm telling you now. Yeah, you're back on there. Yeah, but it. Again now, what this will do, this now will put fear into people again and not make people want to go to stuff like this. People are just like, oh, fuck that, I'd rather not go, I don't want to risk. Especially when you've got kids, you don't want to be taking kids to stuff like that. Because you're always worried it back of your head, oh, what if something happens. I remember when that Southport attack just happened, and it was the holidays had just come up, and we'd paid for our kids to go to a holiday thing for a week, like where you pick them up at end of when you finish work, and you don't want to send them after it. That's it. But I'm telling you, that's on the they're the worst one. It's only when they're about to it there. Crazy. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it, when you think about it. People just out fucking having a good time on a bank holiday, and this prick's come and ruined it. Yeah, that's it, Big Baz. It is. That's what they do. It's like you said. It's like it's just acceptable now. Like we expect it to happen. There's been another attack down in such and such a place. Like you said, it's just becoming normal to people. When in reality, this shit didn't happen 10, 15 years ago. And if it did, people got dealt with. But as again, going back to it, country's too soft. People are literally getting away with murder. Now that used to just be a phrase, but now it's true. It's fucking. A male has been detained.
In People's Postcode Lottery's June draws, you could win a share of £17.8 million. For the chance to win, sign up before midnight on the 31st of May.
I mentioned that we bring you the latest from Liverpool. Just to reiterate that, police say there has been a car in collision with pedestrians near the Liverpool parade. They're, of course, marking their victory in the Premier League, and it's turned into, certainly from the footage, a very worrying situation. Chris Chambers, this LBC's Northwest correspondent, joins me now.
We understand this incident has happened at the scene, and a male has been.
An eyewitness told GB News a car has just rammed through the crowd in the city centre near Dale Street and Water Street. And in a statement, Merseyside Police told GB News this.
I'm a United fan, but like I said, kids are not at the place. Football's football, and real life's real life, and that's just the fucking is what it is. But yeah, hopefully, like I say, hopefully everyone whoever is involved is all right. But it's not looking good, people. Let's get back into the Brett May situation. Brett May and Andy Smith. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight.
Yes, guys, what's going on? Just letting you all know, tickets have
right.
now dropped,
I've
so everyone can watch me punch.
I was just literally saying that. I've heard one's apparently died. Shame if it is. It will be a shame. Such a shame. Just out celebrating your team winning and some fucker comes and takes your life like that. Where's your Jay Slater video? Some new videos. I know, mate. I was going to jump back on the Jay Slater stuff, mate. It's kicking off. I followed that. I'm still watching all the stuff, what's going on about it. I think I might start doing a few Jay Slater videos again because I'm hooked on it. I've been hooked on it from the start. And yeah, the whole thing is just madness, in my opinion. The fact that his so-called mates didn't turn up to the inquest as well just proves that they're fucking something bad happened. Brett May's a sausage on 20 minutes from Doncaster and confirm he is not ahead, says Jay's Fight Talk. But apparently, well, hopefully, Jay, there's a Brett May versus Luke Dyson might be happening.
Gins from Shard End, straight in the lips. Anybody wants them, get at me. I think they're like £45 for us.
That Gins from Shard End's a character. He is a character. Him. That'd be a good fight with him and Luke Dyson. I look forward to that. We should be allowed to carry. I reckon that'd be, especially this country, mate. We're fucked. No dead mention on news yet. No, not yet, Scott. Si Bennett, hope you're well. Big up, Si Bennett. I've not seen you in chat for a bit, Si. I hope you're well, my mate. Cheers, Fight Dog. Yeah, mate. If we see Luke Dyson versus Brett May, I think it'd be a good fight. But it's whether we see it or not. Like I say, a lot of fights get talked about, obviously. If that fight does not happen, it's definitely through, and I'm not even just saying this, but it's definitely on Brett May's reason why it doesn't happen, because Luke Dyson fights every weekend, sometimes twice in a weekend. So he's going to take the fight. Brett's too busy eating Chinese and playing bumper cars. Yes, Woody. Just Fight Talk, tell Brett to his face. He's only going near Luke because he's fast on. Yeah, could be. Luke's a big lad himself, but I think, as I said before, Luke's an active fighter, and not only does he fight every weekend, you know, Brett's not fought for a while. Anyone who knows when you fought, if you're not fought in a bit and you ain't training properly, that even after the first round, you're fucked. When you seen it in the Rob Cunningham fight with Brett May, you know, he got tired in that Rob Cunningham fight, so the activity might play a part in it. But as I say, Brett May's a big lad and can swing it. If he lands, especially if it's in the hay bales where there's nowhere to move. Now in a boxing ring, Brett's no footwork, so you can quite easily outbox Brett. But in the hay bales, it's a different game because he fucking covers off the hay bales anyway. Yes, the boys. Yeah, as I said, the hay bales is a different story. But when it comes to like a boxing ring, all you need is a good bit of footwork and a decent jab, and you can beat Brett. Power doesn't mean everything. Brett can do 2 rounds in his prime, no chance now. Not a fan of anyone on the internet other than pro fighters. Fair play, Jay. Jay's Fight Talk. I love all types. I'll be honest with you. I'll watch like low level fighting to the high level. Don't get me wrong. I love UFC boxing, the high level boxing. You know, like your U6 and your Lomachenko's and, you know, Ryan Garcia fights and Canelo Alvarez fights and fighters like that. But I still watch the smaller fights. Like the BKFC's thriving as well at the minute. BKFC's on fire. UFC's on fire. Boxing's back, not doing well. The only thing that's winding me up with the UFC, I will admit, John Jones needs to sort his shit out and fight Tom Aspinall, because that is really getting on my tits. Why can't he just fight him? Stop being a little wet lettuce. Get the fight under the line and just let Tom knock him out and take the belt. I don't know why the UFC haven't even stripped him of the belt. I think it's madness. I know he's classed as he is one of the best. Well, he's definitely one of the best we've ever seen, pound for pound. But yeah, he needs stripping. He's holding up a full division. Yeah, he wants a massive payday, doesn't he? He wants a massive payday, does John Jones, which is right. Only right. You've got to want a massive payday. Fighting someone like Tom Aspinall, young, hungry, fast, powerful. Paddy the Baddy's my favourite. I mean, yes, Big Baz, you can't beat a bit of Paddy the Baddy. Love him. Paddy the Baddy's class. My dad's met Paddy the Baddy. He was a legend. He's a bit underestimated, Paddy the Baddy. A lot of people underestimate it because they see the stupid haircut. Gets fat in and out of camp. But yeah, the boy can fight. And he can fucking grapple. Wants 30 million and knows most likely he'll lose. Yeah, 30 million. It's not even that much, all that, compared to what boxers and that are getting paid. 30 million, just pay the 30 million. It's a fucking big fight. It'll draw more than 30 million in, way more. Boxers are getting paid double that. Boxers are literally getting paid double that. Just seeing you sign Cunha, some signing that. Yeah, he's good class, isn't he, that Cunha? Great signing from Wolves. And I've heard he's getting a number 10 shirt as well, would he? Madness, that, taking Rashford's shirt straight away. Cheers, fine talk. Yes, the boys, big up everyone in the chat. Tough Mudder, 6 weeks time, people. Biggest one yet. Infinity. Fucking, what is it? I can't remember how many miles it is. It's a lot. 20 odd mile, I think it is. Or 30 miles. 30 miles. Chelsea versus Real Betis as well this Wednesday. Conference League final. Look forward to that one. Oh, let's go check this out.
Thought I'd test myself out with a fight, and it happened to be an A Bales a banner.
Let's watch a Brett Maher fight. Oh, this is when Brett Maher destroyed. This was when Brett Maher destroyed that. What's his name? That 6 foot fucking. Again, in this fight, though, I've got to admit, people, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, yeah, Brett wins this fight, right? And I'm not even trying to slate Brett here. But the technique and the quality of the fighting is appalling, in my opinion. No footwork, both just falling into each other. Now, Brett wins, and the guy is a big guy. But it's fucking... like, there's not even just a decent jab thrown, or... Yeah, we'll get into it. Well, as you can see there, I'm not even discounting that in any way. But I mean, there is no footwork, and like the combination of punches what are being thrown ain't being thrown with like any decent rhythm. But a lot of hugging. What I just picked back. You know, this is wrestling. I didn't watch him when he's on floor. Let's check that out again. Brett slugged him on floor then. Brett giving him a dirty boxing. Slapping him up on floor. Oh, 3 or 4 shots there when he's on floor. Oh, why's it going down again? Again, though, I said his back there. Said his back. Are they actually singing in the crowd there? There's only one Brett Mayo. Let me hear that again. There's only one Brett Mayo. Brett buzzing. No, I will admit, there is no better feeling than winning a fight. You know, there is a better feeling than winning a fight. But yeah, there you have it, people. Brett, mate. Again, like I said, I'm not taking anything away from Brett, but I just think his boxing ability, as we call it, isn't up there in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, if he throws a haymaker and he lands, he's gonna put you down or probably knock you out. But if you know how to slip a punch and you've got a bit of decent footwork, it's not going to be hard to get out of the way of them shots. Fair play to him. He's good at that level. Should stay at that level. Like I said, the Luke Dyson fight's a good fight for him. You know, even why don't you go and knock Shadow Boxer out? Shadow Boxer would be another good fight for him. There's loads of fights out there. There's lads that even on this corner of YouTube that just fight on promotions week in, week out that are good fights for him as well. You know, you've got lads that fight on Bad to the Bone. You've got lads that are fighting on Spartan. You've got lads that are fighting on Bare Knuckle Sport. So there's loads of fights out there, especially for Brett, because Brett's a big name himself. Like, no matter what you think of Brett, you know, he is a big name. People talk about him, and people want to see him fight. So, where's JDP gone? That session has finished him. Oh, mate, I wasn't even going to comment on the JDP situation because when I seen that live, and I thought I could go on and absolutely rip him to shreds now, but I thought, who am I to sit on there and rip him to shreds when I've been in situations like myself? And if you're out doing shit like that, it's because you're not happy with something in life. So, yeah, leave JDP to crack on with what he's got to do. Hopefully, he sorts whatever it is he's got going on. Still think he's a fat potato head. But, yeah, I don't wish him any harm. I still punch him in place, though. But, I mean, like, the harm is in, he's got something good bad going on in life. He's out fucking doing all sorts of madness. Brett May's manager. Funny that he even called himself Brett May's manager. If I were Brett, I'd be saying, lad, stop trying to call me. Stop trying to call yourself my manager. There's lads that fight in field just to prove that's the one, Big Baz. That's the one. If he was a real fighter, he'd be fighting anywhere he could. That's it. I remember when I got asked when a fight could go over in Ireland, I just thought, fuck it, I'll do it. Because, you know, you're only going to get, like you say, people are only going to respect you when you go do stuff like that. Like, I could have said, no, fuck that, I'm not going to Ireland, fighting someone in another country. But I just thought, fuck it, win, lose, or draw, do it. And Yeah, you get more respect for turning up, and even if you do lose, you know, then being an absolute, you know, talking online that you're gonna fight and then not fighting. People prefer it if you turn up, have it, win, lose or draw. People will still say, well, you know what, he turned up and had it. You get the odd one or two who'll be like, oh, you soft cunt, you shit, this, that, and the other. But it is what it is. As I've said it a few times. All Brett needs to do is take a fight with anyone, and people will start putting a bit more respect on his name again, in my opinion. It's just because he's come out of jail at, what is it now, 3 or 4 times, and he said he's banged Decker, he's done this, he's done that, when a lot of that turned out not to be true. And then, obviously, he's talking that he's going to fight Danny, he's going to fight Paul, he's going to fight this guy, he's going to fight that guy. And then no one's seen a fight, but we've seen Paul Benny's fight, we've seen Danny Christie's fight, and we've seen other people who he's talking about fighting, still fighting. So you can understand why people are like, all he does is talk shit. Respect is earned by proving yourself. That's the one, Baz. Big up, mate. DH is Brett's boss. Yes, Freckles, boy. It's full of shit, says Spam Raider. A few years ago, Brett May went to Doncaster Warehouse, knocked head doorman out. Did he now, Scott? What, like, knock him out cold, did he? Big Brett May knocking people spark out, was he? Ed Dormans and that, says Scott. Scott is a big fan of Brett May. So, Scott has his own opinion on Brett. Shit, I hate it when there's no football on. It's awful when there's no football on. There's no worse. Yeah, I'm not saying that's it, Woody. We're definitely not saying he can't knock someone out. Because anyone can knock anyone out. You don't have to be big, powerful, and strong to knock anyone out. You just got to hit them in the sweet spot and you'll knock them out. But what I am saying is, even Brett will admit this, Brett hasn't got the best footwork. If any footwork. You know, his jab isn't the best jab. When he throws his hooks, his feet become square on. They're just little things. I'm not even like trying to finger. But obviously he has got the power to knock you out. I'm not saying that he hasn't. Definitely hasn't. But again, he is when it comes down to general boxing ability, like I said, even when he throws their big hooks, his feet are square on every time. But yeah, he will knock most people, a lot of lads out. But when you actually start fighting lads who are trained and lads who know how to fight, you know, you get found out. Yeah, he's probably rough in the street, but in the ring it's shocking. Yeah, that's what I say. In the street, you know what I mean? All he'd have to do is pick someone up, get a grip of him, because he does look strong. Get a grip of him and then fucking slam him to the floor. In the street is different, obviously, but we're talking about a ring. He calls himself a professional boxer, so he can't just be picking people up and slamming them down in the street, can he? Liam, does England women interest you? Or start this? Yeah, definitely, Scott. I'll watch England women, definitely. Why not? Sometimes women's are better than men's. Brett can only fight people off his size. He's a bum, says Freckles boy. I wouldn't even say like he's a bum. I'd say he's just not at the level what he thinks he is. You know, he thinks he's at this BKFC, you know, BKFC fighting for a title level when, in my opinion, I don't think he's anywhere near that yet. I think he's at the fights that you just seen him on before, fighting that 6'7" beast and fights like that. Like, I think he'd do well in them promotions and he'd probably win a few belts. But when you step up to BKFC, like even Rob Cunningham's not even the best in the BKFC, like, and he made light work of Brett, really. Brett did look all right in that first round, but apart from that, it was a lot of hugging and pushing. What do you reckon then, people? Who do you reckon will win Champions League final? Inter Milan or PSG? Be a good game, that. That's it. That's another thing with boxing. It's like when I went and fought Kudo, I thought I was fit. I thought, yeah, I'm fit enough for this fight. Don't get me wrong. I trained about 3 weeks decent for that fight. I was like on punch bag, doing running, skipping, rowing machine. After the first round, I was fucked, and I thought I was fit. I thought I'm fit. I'm fit enough. Definitely fit enough. Now when you actually get in there, it's a whole different ball game. But like you say, yeah, stamina's a key factor, and Brett May does tire in fights. That is, we've seen that. He's better off staying at white collar fights. I don't like them white collars, I'll be honest with you. I think the class. Don't get me wrong. I'm not slating them. I think what they do and what they're raising money for is unreal. But I'd rather do these little shows like your bare knuckle sport, like what I thought last time with Simon and that. I think they're a lot better. But you think PSG will win final? Be a good game, I think, especially the way Inter played. My eldest is 19. He's done taekwondo since he was 6. He can twist one up in a ball on floor within seconds. It's all about self-defense. Yes, Baz, that's the one, mate. Oh, yeah. I bet your 19-year-old son, especially that taekwondo and jiu-jitsu, like, you can be the best boxer, best bare-knuckle fighter, but when you know how to train in jiu-jitsu and stuff like that, different animal. They just take you down and choke you out or snap your arm, or they can. You don't want to fuck with them guys. You can have the hardest punch in the world, and then fuckers will just take you down and make you look like a little kid. Like young kids are good at grappling. They make men look like fucking boys. When Joe Lister was on live with DC, he said, "Yeah, that's what I mean." Like that's why I used to laugh with JDP, because honestly, like, I'm not even just trying to slate him here, but JDP is like 3, 4, maybe 5 stone heavier than me. And when I was talking about fighting JDP, he's going on about, oh, he'd knock you out. I know for a fact JDP cannot throw a punch like a good solid punch, because he's never trained to throw punches. So just because he's a little bit bigger than me, yeah, the first round the small out would be hard, tough, but he'd be a lot easier to beat than what he thinks. Trust me. Same like with Brett. Brett's a big lad, but size is never everything. I've seen small guys put big guys to kip. But yeah, Joe Lister, he's another great fighter. I think he'll definitely be a BKFC champion, Joe Lister. Great fighter. His boxing ability is class. And he looks dedicated as well. He's always training. Joe Lister's the guy that actually sparred with Brett May. We'll get it up, actually. Yeah, Joe Lister, Brett May actually sparred. Yeah, it was what the fuck's going on? Ah, there we go. Right, so yeah. That is actually big Joe Lister sparring with Brett May. I'd move it more from Joe Lister to Neil. Digging into the body as well. Brett don't like their body shots. Brett really don't like their body shots. This is where she's got yeah. Fair play though. Fair play to Brett because Joe Lister's a beast. Joe Lister is a beast. So fair play to Brett. But like you can see the difference in level there. You know, Joe Lister's popping shots off. Brett's missing with a couple. He's getting it to the body clean every time. Robbie Brown smashed Decker. Robbie Brown's an absolute warrior. Robbie Brown game as they come. Robbie Brown's like my size. Like, don't get me wrong, obviously there's big fights out there. Robbie Brown's a big name. And I would never turn it down. But Robbie Brown is a fucking savage. Like, he is a savage. For his size and that. Oh, yeah, he can take a punch. Did you see his BKFC debut? What a fucking... Oh, honestly. Yeah, he's a beast, Joe Lister. As I say, he looks like he's dedicated as well. He always seems to be training. He's always in gym. I think he's a personal trainer. But yeah, great fighter. And I think he'll go far in the BKFC, to be honest with you people. I think he's got the potential to go a long way in the BKFC. Definitely. But yeah. Hopefully that whatever's happened down in Liverpool, there is nothing quite too bad what's happened again. Brett can't even throw a proper punch, don't matter how big you are, technique is king. That's it, Simon. You're not wrong. That's why I keep saying, honestly, JDP is delusional. JDP thinks he's some big hard boy because he's 15 stone. He's never trained to throw a punch. He's never trained in like I've trained with lads that are bigger than JDP. Don't get me wrong, they put a fucking beating on you, but they know how to fight. JDP has never thrown a punch in his life. Might have thrown a punch out on the street at a bar, pissed up, little slap, but that's not a fight. That's not like training day in, day out. Big Baz Decker beats Robbie in a bare knuckle. Yeah, bare knuckle's obviously different to what they had. They had an all rules fight, didn't they? But Robbie Brown did himself well there. Fucking smoked the big fella. I don't think we'll ever see Decker fight again though. Decker's done. Decker's just sat in that box bedroom, probably tugging away to some weird shit. Yeah, Chelsea versus Real Betis in final. I'm looking forward to it. I think Anthony will score definitely. He's on fire at the minute at Betis. And as I say, we've got the big tough mudder in 6 weeks' time. It's called the Infinity one. 30 mile of running. But we'll do it. Hopefully we can get all the obstacles done. But it's going to be tough, as we say. 30 miles is no joke. Oh, no rules is the only way people win fights. Do you think people on the street start fighting? So? Well, yeah, that's it. I get that, but I mean, like in a street, like, I mean, like, you know, if you're at a pub and a fight happens, I don't really class them as fights unless it's like a proper fucking thingy. But I don't know. I mean, like when you go to bed every night and you know in 6 weeks you're having a fight, that's a bit different. It's different training and preparing and mentally getting ready for a fight than just going to a pub and ended up in a fight. If that makes sense, Baz. I don't even think he'd have been able to do that, though, to be honest with you, Scott. He was fast on his feet, Robbie. Decker couldn't get a hold of him. He struggled in that fight to get a hold of him. But as you say, it's obviously different in bare knuckle. But I'm going to jump off in about 2 minutes, people. Big up absolutely everyone who's jumped in. You're all legends. And yeah, back to the grind tomorrow. Another day at work. Another day at work, people. Big up the grafters. When you hear that alarm go off in the morning, it's shit. Yeah, king of the streets. That's no joke. That is no joke. Them boys are savage. Big Robbie Brown's been there. What caused you and JDP fallout? I just called him out on a few things there. It just went a bit over the top, and then yeah, now it's just sat like I just like every now and again I just tell him how it is because he does think he's really hard, and no one's ever seen him throw a punch. So drunken pub fights can't come on. Yeah, I agree, Simon. You know, when you turn up, you know, if you're at a pub and then you just end up in a fight, it's not the same as going to the gym day in, day out, training, going to bed at night, closing your eyes, knowing I could get knocked out in 6 weeks' time in front of God knows how many people. That's different. And not many people can do it. Like when I went to that fight down in Leeds, a lot of my mates are gamers out. They'll fight, but they even said that they couldn't just step in a ring in front of all them people and fight. And some of my mates are like, they're not soft. Yes, Fred, big up Ireland, shout out Ireland. Big up my mate, hope you're good. 6 a.m. alarm set, mate, another day feeding the family. That's the one, Big Baz, you know the one, brother. Big respect, my mate, big up. 6 o'clock alarm set. Respect. That's the one I'm saying. Up early. The early bird catches the early worm, as they say. But yeah. But I'm going to jump off there, people. I'm going to end it there. Big shout out to everyone who's jumped in. You're all absolute legend. Oh, wait. Dr. Apple's returned from the dead, has he now? Big Doc's back. Back from his ticking time bomb, is he? The ticking time bomb's back, is he? That's funny. JDP can stop worrying now. He's been worrying, is the lad. I'm pretty sure it's his granddad or something. I've got a feeling Dr. Apple's JDP's granddad. Could be. Both a bit weird. But yeah, I'm going to jump off there, people. Big up absolutely everyone who's jumped on. You're all absolute legends. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Big up the grafters. Peace.